guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle with Dan Fancy Creations, and before we get started on our tutorial today, I had two other things I wanted to mention. The first one is that I wanted to give a shout out to my friend Amanda. She made these adorable earrings. She started making these clay earrings a couple months ago, and I love them. They are super cute. If you want some more earrings, go check her out at Concord Customs on Facebook. She also does tumblers and other fun things like that. So tell your friends that she has super cute earrings, perfect for gifts or yourself. The second thing I wanted to mention is that I started a patron group. If you are not familiar with patron groups, they are kind of like tutorial groups. It is a paid membership, but you get access to exclusive content that I may put out. I also offer discounts on my glitter, my digital files. I have free files every month for my patrons, and it's just more focused on actual tutorials instead of different things that tutorial groups on Facebook may get bogged down with. You also have an option for like on one-on-one chat with me that we can go over things that maybe you need help with or have been struggling with. So if that is something that you may be interested in, I do link it in the description, so be sure to check that out as well. So today's tutorial is going to be on how I package my tumblers when I'm shipping them to customers. This is an area that I have struggled with pretty much the entire time I've been doing tumblers. I will find one thing that I start wrapping them in, and then I'll switch to another thing, and then I'll run out of tissue paper and they'll ship in the empty box. It has just been one thing after another. So I have really kind of sat down and thought, what can I do that is more me? All this glitter and stuff we do, I love, but it is not my personal style. I am more simplistic. I don't like a lot of like super fancy things or super sparkly things. I like more of the boho feel in my house. So this packaging that I landed on is really more me and what represents me as a person, and I like that aspect when I send that off to a customer, that they're actually seeing something that's my personality as well. And the other reason why I like this particular packaging is because it uses things that I have on hand already. So I'm not worried about running out of tissue paper or wrapping paper or having to run to the store to pick something up. I just use packing paper, string, and herbs from my garden. I really like that. It really helps the box smell really good when the customers open it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I know that a lot of you guys are more visual learners, which is why I decided to do a video on how I package versus just kind of telling you guys how I do it. So if you guys are ready to see how I package my tumblers, let's get started. Alright guys, so to get started, I am just going to use regular packing paper. I get this off of Amazon, and some paper doilies. I also get these off of Amazon. I use twine or whatever kind of string I have on hand. Obviously some packing tape, and these are some herbs that I cut from my garden. These are rosemary. I also have lavender, just something to add a little, pizzazz to the package, I guess, and it smells really, really well when the customers open it. So I'm going to show you guys how I pack a couple different tumblers. This is just a regular tumbler that did not come with the box. I put my thank you note and my care cards inside the tumbler, and I will roll it up in the packing paper. Fold in the edges, and I will make the little edge part kind of like a triangle. So when I fold it over, it is a point. We are going to add our doily on, so it's okay if it is not 100% perfect. I just kind of tuck in any loose areas. You can tape them if you need to. So for my doily, this is where I write my thank you note to my customers. I do have a printed one that is inside the tumbler, but a handwritten note is always nice. You can ignore my ink stained fingernails. I had just got done doing a cup with alcohol inks, and we all know that it sticks to you no matter how hard you try to get it off. So I will typically just write, thanks for shopping Dan Fancy Creations. I hope you enjoy your new tumbler or whatever it is that they purchased from me. Then we are going to take our twine. I will just measure how much I need around my tumbler or the box or whatever I am shipping it in. And then I will string it through the doily in the holes that are already there. This reminds me of the fine motor activity that I used to do with my kindergartners. If you are sending straws, I will also add it to the packaging. You can just slide it through the packing paper, and it is pretty secure in there. This one was a little bit too tight to kind of slide through the packing paper, so I did just remove the tape and retaped it. And next we are just going to take that doily and wrap it around the tumbler and tie that string. And then we are going to get one of our herbs and tie that on there as well. And then if you have stickers for your business, you can add that to the packaging as well. And there you go. So that is what one looks like. And obviously, since this tumbler does not come in a box, we are going to need some type of padding. I have started to purchase the wine bags that you can also get off of Amazon. And we are just going to blow up this wine bag about halfway, just so the tumbler still has room to slide down into it. So it fits very snugly. This is a 30-ounce tumbler, and it fits really nice. If you think that you need to blow it up more, you can definitely do that. This one was pretty well blown up. And I ship all of my tumblers in the shoebox priority mail that you can get from the post office. This is not a flat rate box. This is a box that is going to ship like any other package. It is just priority mail. You do not have to pay for these boxes, and the price will change depending on where you are shipping. Obviously, if you're shipping down the street or, you know, a few towns over, it's going to be cheaper than if you ship cross country. But priority flat rate boxes can get pretty expensive. I have always used these shoe boxes. They work out really well. I just include the price of the shipping in my tumbler prices. So sometimes these boxes can be a little bit too big. There's a lot of extra room at the top, which I do not want because I don't want my tumblers kind of sliding around. So I will take my blade and I will cut right where the corners meet. And then we can fold these flaps down and cut down on some of that empty space that is in the box. Because if you have a lot of empty space, you're going to need to fill it with bubble wrap or packing paper, which costs money. So I try to make things easier and most cost effective. So once we have everything in the box, I usually put 2 or 3 pieces of tape across the top of it just so everything is secure. And you can ignore my messy counter. It typically looks like this when I ship items. So I will show you guys how I do a couple more of them, some of the boxes that I have. So you guys can just watch how I do this. Again, this is something that I've been doing for a little while. I have noticed so many more customers commenting on my packaging because of this, that they really like the packaging. It's really pretty. It's packaged really well, all that stuff. So it's always good when customers recognize the effort that you put into packaging, even if it takes an extra couple minutes per cup to ship. It's definitely something that customers will notice and set you apart. And I don't spend a whole lot of time making this 100% perfect. You know, again, I just really like the simplistic boho feel. So if it's not something that's super perfect, I am not going to, you know, worry too much about it. I do think that boxes are easier to wrap just because it's basically like wrapping a present. And again, we're going to take our doily, write our little thank you note. And I've even had customers comment on the personal note that I write. I think that using their first name just to recognize them and not just like they're any other customer that you have just really makes them feel special. So again, we are just stringing our doily, practicing those fine motor skills. Grabbing our rosemary, tying it on there. And adding our sticker. And if I do have a box, I just add some packing paper into my shipping box And again, we are going to cut down our sides just to cut down on that empty space because we don't want our tumblers shaking around a whole lot. And then taping it up. And after we add our shipping label, we will be ready to drop this off at the post office. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that packaging our items is an area that we all struggle with. So I hope watching this kind of gave you encouragement to try something new, or gave you ideas of what you can do to package your tumblers, but still make it super simple and cost effective for you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to catch the next video coming up that was picked just for you. As always, if you're looking for more tips, tricks, or tutorials, be sure to find my Facebook tutorial group or my Patreon group, which will be linked in the description. Thanks so much for watching.